What is up, guys? Jarv here, back today jumping into Destiny 2. Now today's the day and has seen the launch of Season of Arrivals, and with that we have a new public event. So in this video today we're going to break down how to complete it successfully and how to activate the heroic version of the event. So if you're struggling and need help to activate heroic, then this will be the video for you. Now if you enjoy the video, be sure to leave a rating down below. That super helps me out here on the channel. And if you are new around here, I want to keep up to date with all the latest Destiny 2 content, be sure to hit subscribe as well. But without further delay, guys, let's jump into the video. So Season 11 has now been active for a little over a few hours now, and with that, we've now got our head around some of the new activities that are on offer, and one of those is called Contact, and this is a new public event available this season. Now to kick the event off, you simply need to place down a beacon and this will start the public event. So much like the Seraph Tower events from last season, we can start this at any time we like, and there's also a public event flag always on offer, so be sure to use that to make sure you have enough ammo and super energy to get started. Now the first thing you'll notice when you start the event is you have a moat bank, similar to those that you find during the Gambit activity. Now much like Gambit, you'll need to defeat ads in order to collect moats, and these will be moats of darkness. Now these will drop from any Vex or Cabal in the area, and you can only carry 10 at a time, but when you have 10 there is an audio cue to let you know that you have a full inventory, so be sure to head over to the bank and bank these as soon as you possibly can. Now the Contact public event has 4 rounds in total, with the 4th round spawning the boss for the final wave. Now roughly halfway through each wave, the monolith above the public event will light up a beacon. There is again a small audio cue to highlight this. You can easily see the beam here, and in each of these areas there is a champion that we need to defeat. Now the champions do vary from round to round, so be sure to have the appropriate weapon mods to take down their shields. And once you've taken out the appropriate champion that was highlighted by the monolith, this will drop a bloom orb. Now we need to take this again over to the bank and bank this alongside the moats as well. Now again, much like Gambit, there are occasions where the Taken will lock down the bank, and this happens roughly at the end of each round, getting noticeably more difficult as you progress through the event. Now if you find yourself in a situation where you have the bloom orb and your bank is locked down, be sure to take cover and wait for your fire team to clear your bank to allow you to bank the orb. Now there are 3 locations for which the champions will spawn, and these are in a triangle formation surrounding the monolith area. Now an important thing to note is this public event is 1040 as a recommended power level, so unless you have the appropriate gear equipped, it's going to feel very tanky indeed. So be sure to make sure you have a full fire team if possible to help make this easier if you can. Now once you've successfully worked your way through all the waves and managed to bank a bloom on each of the rounds, this will activate the heroic event on the 4th and final phase. Now you'll know you've done this correctly if the Taken Pyromaster has spawned in. Now he is a very tanky enemy and you'll need to work together as a fire team in order to take him out. Now if you look closely, you can see that the Pyromaster has 3 sections to his health bar. And once you've managed to work your way through each section, he will bring up a shield. Now in order to remove the shield, you'll need to keep an eye out for the monolith icon, as you can see from the HUD on screen. This will highlight a Taken Blight that you need to take out in order to remove his shield. Now as the health bar is broken up into 3 sections, you'll need to rinse and repeat this process a maximum of 3 times in order to defeat him before the time runs out. Now one noticeable difference between the final phase versus the previous phases is that all the enemies are Taken, and there are many of them as well. Now this part of the event requires a very well coordinated team, and ideally some roaming supers and tethers to help pin down the Taken and take them out effectively. Now as you may be still working through your seasonal artifact, be sure to lean on some of the exotic weapons that intrinsically have weapon mods attached. Things like Ariana's Vow, Leviathan's Breath, and even Divinity are all very strong whilst you're still trying to unlock your mods. Now as well as those weapons, there's a new sword this season which is a caster archetype sword. This is very reminiscent of the bolt caster from Destiny 1, but it allows you to do incredible damage from distance, and if you can get one with relentless strikes, you also get small amounts of ammo back as you do your heavy attack, and this makes it really useful for taking out those yellow bar ads during the event. Now for every successful heroic completion, we've been granted an Umbral Engram, so if you're trying to farm out specific weapons or armor, then be sure to take advantage of the heroic version of this public event to maximize your gains and to seek out the loot that you're after. So there we have it, guys. That's a breakdown of the new Contact public event available this season in Season of the Arrivals. And if you want to make it heroic and get those Umbral engrams in, be sure to use the hints and tips here to maximize your opportunities. Now, if you have enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a rating down below. That super helps me out here on the channel. And if you are new around here and want to keep up to date with all the latest Destiny 2 content, be sure to hit subscribe as well. I'm going to jump back into the game as always, guys, but I will catch you all again very soon.